not the lifestyle video. It's a romantic video from our recent trip with Amway ALS to Paris. So yeah, let me begin with my gratitude. Of course, okay, my first of all, I would like to actually take this opportunity to thank, of course, our great leader, legend person in Amway, our co-founder Jimmy Nation, FEDC, Glasson and Violet. Thank you so much for this opportunity. And Daman Ravi, always there for us, Daman Shiva and Shamini. And also not forgetting our beloved upline mentor, JBI Founders Diamond, Founders Executive Diamond, Dr. Aziz and Puan Sariha. And also I have to thank to my beloved husband, who was ex-boyfriend to me that time, 20 years ago, when he came to me and said, hey, I just joined Amway Business. And I said, okay, Amway Business, okay, just join, and that's it. After that, I no more talking about Amway from about some time, okay? So yeah, okay, my background, if you see, I'm actually, I graduated from university and I started working. But what great thing that I did was, I chose him and he chose me and Amway together, okay? So, we started the Amway business at the age of 21 years old, okay? And that's where we started getting to know each other. And when he showed the Amway business, I said, okay, let's start, okay? And then we became a platinum, and then after that, we were playing, and so on. So I think I'm not going to go so in deeper about what happened, what we did. I think he will do that. And I'll be sharing what I gained from the 15 years of building the Amway business, okay? Hari and I, we grew all together from 21 years old till now. We are going to be 40 soon. And we are so proud to say that we are growing in life, and we are basically, we build our life with Amway, okay, 100% with Amway. We have house, we have car, we have 2 cars, we have 2 children, beautiful children, everything made from Amway, okay? So yeah. And maybe I begin with this picture first. Okay, this is my mother. Okay, very fast, very quick, okay, because I have only 10 minutes. He said 10 minutes for you and 20 minutes for him. Okay, so this is my mother, and very deep thing for those who are young now, or maybe some of you who are old now, who are in the middle age. Okay, when the business came to me, okay, I'm the youngest in the family. I'm the number 5th. So basically, I've seen the life of my sisters. All of them are professionals. They're all local university graduates. And they're in corporate, some of them are in corporate, ladder, and some of them are in government side. My brother is in conventional business. So what I've seen as the youngest, I'm actually very lucky. As a youngest, I could see the life that I should not choose, okay? So when Amway came to us, when Dr. Aziz showed us the business, so what happened was, I see this is the perfect business, this is the perfect life that I wanted, okay? And why? Because I think there's none other thing in the world that can give what Amway give. That is my perception, okay? So if you have something better, I'm not sure, but for me and Hari, this is the best. Amway is the best, okay? Why? Because I got everything. Even until now, I always tell that I'm very grateful because of this business. I could take care of my mother when she needed me the most. Okay, so when COVID hit, and what happened, my mom was a very, very hardworking person, the old mom who always cook for the family, take care of everything, settle everything, And after that, my sister grows their family, and they have their children, and my mom took care of their children as well. But when she needed the time for herself, when she fallen sick, she was a very healthy person, but on the rare occasion, she got a very, very dry disease, okay, which is quite very hard to get it, okay. So, and what happened was, my mom, I could take care. Okay, I'm the only one because my sisters, my brother, they're all busy. Not to say they're not good. They're very good. They're very kind. But I have the time luxury. Okay, I have the time luxury, so I could take care of my mom. So I think for everyone, if you have old person in your house, if you have someone elderly like your grandparents or your mom, I think you should do the business now so that when they need you, you will be there for them. Okay? And this is my mom again. So I always talk about my mom, and she's in cataract operation, and I did everything from A to Z. Okay? Because when they are getting older, they need us most. Okay? Maybe when they are 40, 50, they don't need us. But when they are 60s plus, they will start seeking for our attention. So I think this is the best gift ever that I could give. Okay? Next. And of course to my children, okay? My children, I can be a full-time mother. Okay, when Dr. Aziz came to when he presented the plan, what I saw was, I said, this is something that I want to do, that I can earn money, but at the same time, I can be home and take care of my beloved. So, here, my children, who don't know who is babysitter, they don't know what is going transport in the bus, in the school, no. Everything I will be doing for them. Okay? Not only that, she's also attending all the classes like musical, Bharatanatyam, and everything. I have time for that. I have time, both of us. Okay, next please. Yeah, this is our family picture. Okay, I think this is a beautiful thing because on a rare occasion, like Mother's Day or on a birthday, we can get a beautiful picture in a different scenery. Maybe we could just drive over to Fraser Hills and we had a good time there. Okay, just on weekdays. That is beautiful, right? Okay, and how many of you like to travel on weekends? How many of you like to travel on weekdays? Yes. Orang Amway mesti akan travel on weekdays because everything is going to be so fun. You will cut everything, right? You will cut the jam, you will cut queuing and all that. Okay? Oh, okay, I think that's all from me. We will see you again. I will pass to Hari.
Okay, a big applause to my beautiful Kantha! Good evening, everybody. My name is Rama. We are Founders Platinums going Diamond! First of all, let me please allow me to thank my upline mentors who showed me the Amway business, the late Dr. Abdul Aziz and Puan Saleha, Founders Executive Diamond. Please give them a applause. And also my mentors currently who are guiding me in the business, second generation Founders Executive Diamond, Nazli and her husband Shukran. Please give them an applause. And I must say, when we started long ago, when we were 21, we knew nothing about business. We didn't even know this is going to be a life for us. We only wanted to know what's behind it because we were so curious. And during those days, these were the stories we heard that changed our perspective, and we are here today. The very first story I saw on a video that really impacted me, that they said, this is the kind of life I should build, was Diamond Siva's story. Please give him a big applause. Because he retired young and he retired rich. So that was the perspective that he gave us. So, and also thank you, Dr. Shamini. We have Diamond Ravi Annamalai here, whom we saw how from one person he built such a huge organization. And that's what the Amway business is, to build a network. So thank you, Diamond Ravi. And as the father to all these leaders, we have the leader who, they always say leaders are readers. And that's the first thing comes into my mind, because my mentor always says, if you have met Dr. Diamond Gladstone, if you were to tell him, I want to become successful, I want to be a diamond, he will hold your hand, go straight to the back where there are books, and he will tell you, read this book, read this book, read this book, and then come and talk to me. And we have Founders Executive Diamond Gladstone. So they were focusing on building people. They were not focusing on making PVs or building businesses or anything. They were focusing on building people. And that's why their business today is just amazing. It's huge. And if this is what we want to have for those who are building the business already, I think we should follow their footsteps, stick to the business values, right? So thank you again to our seniors to show us this. And also our fellow partners here. We have been working together, Founders Platinum, Guna and Sena. We have Chegu Azizi and we have Nicholas here. We have been growing in the same environment. I think a lot have changed and they are showing us the path. and we've been following them. Thank you so much for everything you do. And also Dr. Ethel and Dr. Reddy, Adrian, these are amazing leaders. I can't name everybody, but there's so many of them. Amru Viladan, we have Mr. Muru. So a lot of the leaders here have been showing the way. Now, first of all, how many of you here are very new in the business? Very, very new. Mr. Logas, hand is up, He's a senior who's taught us a lot of things, okay? So now, thank you, fantastic. So applause to all of you who are very, very new and who made an attempt to come here. Okay, anyway, I'm so used to doing MC job and that's why I know a lot of you came here because you want to see the Wantan Mee vendor, right? Who has many Wantan Mee outlets, but today is an international speaker all the way to Brazil. But let me give you buy one, free one. You don't just get a Wantan Mee seller, you also get a mee goreng seller today. Okay? This is my background. Okay? I started off at the age of 12 years old. I started frying noodles in my parents' stall. Not bad, huh? This was the Maggi goreng I made myself. Okay? But this was not when I was 21, I'm much older. Huh? So I didn't have a picture when I was 21. The closest picture I could find was this with my mother. Okay, she was cooking and I was eating. Okay, so and this was my background. What I'm telling you is that it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, as long as you know and you've decided that you want to change something in your life, you can decide today, right now, regardless of your age, and do something about it. Right, and that's what we saw when we met our mentor. And the moment we decided, everything changed for us. Right? I'll tell you more as we go on. So this is where I started, 12 years old, goreng mee, goreng nasi. My parents still run the stall. They are happy there, and I still go there. And when I'm free, when I'm there, you can see me tengah goreng mee. You see me here talking about e-spring, you see me here goreng mee. So we have multiple faces. Like in the daytime you're just working, at night you're a Batman, so I like to see myself as Batman. Okay, and this is my background. Eventually my parents said, no, you cannot goreng me for the rest of your life, you need a job, okay? And they wanted me to be a professional. Then they asked me to be a doctor. It's just an Indian family thing that you have to be a doctor, right? Correct. So my elder brother is a doctor, my younger brother is a doctor. I told my parents, you have done enough for the society, you've provided 2 doctors. Please, do not want to be a doctor. And I ended up becoming an optician for various reasons. The first one was because the optical course was free. That's all. I said I don't need to burden my parents, I don't need to pay loans later, I can get a free scholarship. Number 2 was that I found the industry very interesting, where not many actually explored it. Not many Indians explored it, okay? The industry was a lot dominated by the Chinese because they see a potential in it. And not being racist, but this is what my father used to tell me. Son, you want to know where there's money? You see where there's Chinese, there's money. Okay? So I used to go and say, hey, optical line is conquered by the Chinese, I need to go in. And I was very happy as an optician. I enjoyed being an optician. Even now, I miss being an optician. But until I met my mentor, who did not show me how to make a living, but he showed me how to build a life. It's 2 different things, We were always built, the mindset was always built that work hard, work hard, work hard, work hard, make money, make money, make money, make money. But what happens the moment you stop making money? Nobody talks about it. We were designed, or we were told to earn money, but nobody told us to make time. When you last heard about time was in school. They said, masa itu emas. After that, nobody spoke about time, correct?
Yes.
Correct? Agree?
Yes.
And that's when I met Dr. Aziz. He said, you need to build time and money freedom. I said, how? He said, build the Amway business. And they stood as testimony for us because they have a fantastic life. My mentor, Dr. Aziz, is a neuroscientist. The wife is a chemistry lecturer, was a chemistry lecturer. And they both have they got 3 children. Out of that, the daughter is actually a chemical engineer. The son was a software engineer. They are both in the Amway business full time. So they were all working, they were all okay. Dr. Aziz built the Amway business 4 years, became a diamond, and took a break from the business for 20 years, where his business grew everywhere. They're talking about 10 different countries. His business today surpasses Amway Malaysia's business turnover because of his international market. But he only built it for 4 years, and it took a break for 20 years. And me being wanting to do a business, wanted to open my optical shop, I was always amazed that if I can build a business that can stop and the money can keep coming in, that probably is a dream come true for any businessman. But in conventional businesses, you can never do that. So when we met Dr. Aziz, I was amazed. If he can do that, I need to find out. So when we were both first met him, when he mentioned the word Amway, I was looking at her and she was looking at me because we were like, ayo, Amway again. You know? Really, because 8 people approached me for Amway. All they told me was you can earn extra income. You can pay for your car, pay for the house. And all of them who spoke to me were aunties. So I rejected the idea. Until I met Dr. Aziz, nothing, aunties don't blossom me later. Okay? I love you aunties, okay? So what happened was, when we met Dr. Aziz, the perspective changed because he did not talk to us about earning extra income. He did not talk to me about earning extra income. That was the first thing that caught my attention. But the real deal that we registered then was out of curiosity. I was so curious. Why on earth would a neuroscientist do Amway? Because when he asked me, he said, Hari, tell me what you know about Amway. I said, no, 3 things. 1, you go door-to-door selling. Number 2, you make extra income. Number 3, it's auntie business. He smiled, he said, do I look like an auntie? And he's a neuroscientist telling me this. You understand? So that put a big question mark and we said, no, let's explore. We took 3 months. But we made a very good decision because we decided not to ask the failures. I just don't, I cannot phantom this. You know, a lot of people that I talk to about Amway nowadays, okay, my uncle used to do Amway before, then he left it. Let me go and ask him why he left it. I said, do you want to do the business or do you want to leave the business? You want to leave the business, go and talk to your uncle. You want to build the business, talk to people who are actually doing. Common sense?
Yes.
Tapi unfortunately, common sense is not common anymore. Okay? So when we come back to our story, when we met Dr. Aziz, we saw this, we said, okay, let's find out more. 3 months later, our curiosity was not answered. It just got bigger and bigger, but it gave us enough belief to start it off. And thank God we actually did. But it wasn't easy because my wife and I, we didn't have a car, we didn't have any transport, we didn't have our parents supporting us, we didn't have our friends supporting us. The 4 friends that I spoke to first about the business, he straight away, all these 4 fellas said, you want Amway product, you come and talk to me. My mother still has products from those days. Right? They said, don't do Amway, don't waste your life. And that very fella is still working. And I'm already not working for the past 11 years. Right? But when he started out, he's still my good friend, so I can bantai him, no problem. Okay? I can even show his face next time. But what happened was we had to, our job finishes at 9:30. So I was working and studying, I was under scholarship. So I closed the shutter of my shop, the optical shop, not my shop, but boss's shop. Come out and then have to take a bus. Last time they used to give rapid KL bus 1 ringgit. Orang PJ tahu ah? 1 ringgit, you can use many times. I'll keep mine folded very nicely in the pocket because in my wallet because I didn't have much money. And then I have to buy 1 more ringgit ticket for her also. So I have to berkira, you know. So come out, use back the same ticket, buy 1 more ticket for her. The bus will go all the way to Top Mat roundabout. If I'm lucky, I will see this. If I'm not lucky, I will see this. I'll reach at the bus stop, the bus will go away. But if to wait, then sampai the Top Mat roundabout, those who know Top Mat roundabout in near Jalan Tandang, then we walk in all the way to Jalan 222 to attend the meeting. Every week when we go to the meeting, everybody clap, but not for us because the meeting habis. Every week we sampai meeting after the meeting. Most of the time, hardly we can even hear a speaker, but we are there every week because we want to learn, we want to know what's exactly happening. Nowadays, I wonder, people have car, people are staying in PJ to PJ, they say, Naman, I watch on Zoom. But you're not watching on Zoom, bro, you know. Okay? So the things have changed, but anyway, that's how it started. Eventually, we bought my first car, our first car, which was the number plate, we didn't plan, it was 2407. And so happened the car was working 24 hours, 7 days a week. We were really around the clock working in the business. 7 months down the road, we hit our 21%. And eventually, after we became Founders Platinum, we bought our Honda Civic. The Honda Civic, what was the number plate? We saw already 2021, right? This is the car we decided we will buy 2021 because 2021% is your crown ambassador. So since then our number plate has been 2021. This is the first car and now we drive a Mazda. I'm not boasting. What I'm saying is, if I can do this, you can do better lah macha. You know, you understand what I'm saying? It's really, the Amway business is not complicated. Your job is complicated, your life is complicated, but the business is very simple. Right? Just don't complicate it, okay? Then eventually, this was our first year-end bonus in Amway. We were not married yet. I received, you see, only my name there. I received 15,000. And then I got registered marriage. You see my wife's name there. Now my bonus is 6,000. From 15,000 to 6,000 after I put her name in. But actually that was not the whole truth. It became 41,000. So men, choose the right wife. So after that, what we did, kahwin lah, So we got married with our own money. Every single thing we would spend for the wedding was our own money, our own time. We decided, we planned everything. I don't understand. People get to go and try free food everywhere for their wedding, but then they say, Anna, you go and try. Uncle, you go and try and see, let me know how. I say, I don't reject free food. We both went. Okay, so anyway, then our mentor, Dr. Aziz and Kak Saleha, they were the guests of honor for our wedding. They were actually in our main table. Why I'm telling you this? You see, a lot of us, maybe some of you got cheated here, or you come reluctantly because you say, oh, this guy keep calling me, asking me to go for this function, got these two Indian couple talking, you don't want to go and listen. But maybe you come out of obligation. But let me tell you, what they're doing is not for them, it's for you. It's for you. If my mentor said, this guy is 21 years old, look, tada hope. Earlier you saw my picture in the optical line. Memang tada hope. But if he decided that I cannot do the business or didn't want to talk to me about the business, I'm not here today. Right? That's why for us, this is very important. Our parents in the Amway business, Dr. Aziz and Kak Saleha, are extremely important for us. Okay? And then we went for a trip. Dr. Aziz always says, oh, build the Amway business, you can go honeymoon every year, honeymoon every year, honeymoon every year. It literally became our honeymoon. This was our first trip together overseas, was to Auckland. Because Amway business is the only business where husband and wife get to travel together. Every other business, you can do any business you want. That's your own wish. But if you want to build it together as a spouse, you go travel together as a spouse, you build the Amway business. Our second trip was to Vegas. We went to Las Vegas. I still cannot believe I was actually in Vegas in my life. I've never even dreamed about Vegas. Vegas was not even in my dream list. But Vegas happened for us. Okay? Then eventually, we just recently also went to Paris. The trip was 49,500 a couple. And after you come back, they say we give you attendance bonus 3,000. Kesian, you pergi trip, Tapa, I give you another 3,000. Where can you find such a company? And this was our Paris trip, and that's the video you saw earlier. But why we put the video is, you can design to become the first, the main character of your life. Because if you were working for people, you cannot. Because every day you're just running around the clock, trying to make ends meet. We talk about freedom, we talk about kemerdekaan, but then if we are not free from our debts, we are not free from our headaches, we are not free from all the struggles and problems in our life, you are not free, my friend. That means you need to do something. The Amway business is a platform for you to earn that kind of freedom because it's flexible, right? And my mentor always told me, he said, even if you have a good job, don't be super happy. I'm happy for you, but you don't know when you can get fired. Lazada punya CEO boleh get retrenched, you think you cannot get retrenched. Anything can happen anytime. Did anybody predicted COVID? No. Can anybody guarantee there will be another COVID? No. That means anything can happen anytime. So that means every one of us need to prepare something. And why not build something that gives you passive income? In today's modern world, a lot of people are doing multiple jobs. At least 2 jobs at least. But unfortunately, we do both active income that relies on your time, energy and skills. If it's depending on your time, energy and skills, and if you cannot give this time, energy and skills, you will not make any more money. But why not? While you're building your job, while you're building your business, build the Amway business that gives you passive income. Because eventually, that's what Warren Buffett said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Not I say, Warren Buffett said. Right? So, and this is transition, I don't even know who he is. But what he said is so powerful. He said, our greatest fear should not be of failure, but of succeeding at things in life that don't really matter. Sometimes you get so excited about, oh, aku naik pangkat, I'm going to go and do, open up a few more branches of this. You get very excited, it's fine. But does it really matter? Does it really matter? I've seen a lot of businesses who fly high, do so many things, but just because another small competitor comes, close down. My ex-boss, which had 120 outlets of optical store, he was the largest optical chain store owner in Malaysia. Today, how many you have? 0. Not even 1. Because the competition outgrew him. Right? And It's the very thing that you're doing for your family, keeping you away from your family. You see, we always do things for our family. We want to do it for our children, our wife, our parents, our husband and stuff. But then we are always away. We tend to represent, we tend to compensate our presence by giving them presents. But what they want is us there. And that's what happened. Because in the battle of time to money, we tend to make money win first. It's not wrong. We all want to do something. But do you want to do it for the rest of your life? You want to keep running after money for the rest of your life? Why not build something that actually after a while you can stop? And this was recently when my son fell sick. He had influenza, and I was after appointment in Cyberjaya with my ABO. I rushed back straight to KPJ Rama. My wife came there as well, and then we admitted. I told my wife, I'm going to stay here because I want to be with him. 3 days I stayed in the hospital with him. I did not apply leave. I did not ask the boss. Let me tell you this. Who the hell am I supposed to ask to spend time with my son? Why should I ask? But what's even worse was when my mentor told me this when I was 21. He said, Hari, now you and your wife plan for a holiday. You go and ask for your leave, you get. Your wife go and ask for the leave, didn't get. Now come to you and say, sorry husband, I cannot come for holiday because boss didn't give leave. Now the question is, whose wife is she? Your wife or the boss's wife? Hey, my wife must go with me for holiday. Why ask another man? Doesn't make sense, right? Yeah. That's why you have to be the main character of your life, not somebody else. We give the chance to our boss because we give him our time in order to make the money. That eventually, even deep down, it's not good enough for the time you're giving, right? And today we give and share the same hope with many people. These are the people in our team. Some of them are here. Okay, big applause to all of you. And a brand new platinum, Provi and Jay, they're here. They were not interested in Amway. They rejected us. The husband said, okay, let's just do. But the husband was not interested. The wife was not interested. But we keep building, keep believing in people. Eventually, you never know what will happen for them. But today, it's not about me, it's about them. They have grown to become platinums. They have grown to that income because we decided to talk to them. And now they have decided to talk to many people. Isn't that what happened long ago when Diamond, Gladstone and Violet decided to share the business plan to people? Now, let me tell you guys, when you go out there and talk about the business plan to people, it's not mere you scribbling on the paper. It's you writing down people's fate and designing a future for them. How serious will you be? I'm telling you, you are going to change many people's lives. And today, 1st September, you can decide it as one day you're going to do something, or decide today. If you decide now, this year, you can qualify for your Budapest and Vienna. But the Budapest and Vienna is not the deal. Qualifying Budapest and Vienna will help you inspire a lot of people to qualify together eventually. That will change their life. Okay? So lastly, just want to tell you, don't just make a living, build a life. Because, my friends, we can have all the time and energy and skills. Every single one of them will come to a stall at one point. But when you stop, would the money keep coming after you? Why work so hard for something that you don't own, that you can get fired away any point of time? Why not, while doing that, build something that you own? Every single effort that you put in the Amway business is fully yours. And let me tell you this, watch us grow. Thank you, everybody.